The first topic which we are going to study in organizational psychology or organizational behavior is perception. Perception is an intellectual process of transforming sensory stimuli to meaningful information. It is the process of interpreting something that we see or hear in our mind and use it later to judge and give a verdict on situation, person, group, etc. It can be divided into six types of sound: the ability to receive sound by identifying vibrations; of speech, the competence of interpreting and understanding the sounds of language heard; touch, identifying objects through patterns of its surface by touching it; taste, the ability to receive flavor of substances by tasting it through sensory organs known as taste buds; other senses, the approve perception through body like balance, acceleration, pain, time, sensation, felt in throat and lungs, etc. So perceptual process that will happen in different stages, that is receiving, selecting, organizing, interpreting and collecting. Receiving is the first stage and most important stage in the process of perception. It is the initial stage in which a person collects all information and receives the information through sense of organs. Selecting can be done by external internal factors. The factor that influence the perception of an individual externally are intensity, size, contrast, movement, repetition, and novelty. The internal factors also influence the perception, such as psychological requirements, learning, background experience, self acceptance, and interest. Third is organizing. So, keeping things in order or say in synchronized way is organizing. In order to make sense of the data received, it is important to organize them, grouping them on the basis of their similarity, proximity, closure, continuity. And it can be also done by perpetual consistency, that is the tendencies to stabilize perception so that contextual changes would affect them. Last one is interpreting. Finally, we have the process of interpreting, which means forming an idea about a particular object depending upon the need of our interest. Interpretation means that the information we have sensed or organized is finally given a meaning by turning into something that can be categorized. It includes stereotyping, halo effect, something like that. So, we will be studying this perception in detail. Next, personality. It is refers to the individual differences in characteristic patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. It is also called patterned body of habits, traits, attitudes, and ideas of an individuals, as these are organized externally into roles and status and does the relate internal to motivation, goals, and various aspects of selfhood. The term personality is derived from Latin word persona, which means to speak through. So it is very important to study about employee personality or individual personality in organizational behavior. One is understanding individual differences in particular personality characteristics such as sociability or irritability. The other is understanding how the various parts of a person come together as a whole. So many management thinker have given different meaning about personality. So many scientists, so many psychologists has given different suggestions on personality. So, according to Feast, personality is a pattern of relatively permanent traits and unique characteristics that give both consistency and individual to a person's behavior. So we have so many different kinds of personality, type A, type B, and introvert, extrovert, so many things we are going to study in detail. So if we study about individual personality in organization, that will help the management or manager or CEO to take better decisions, and they can go for better allocation of work towards achieving objectives of the organization. So next we move to the employee motivation. So the next topic we'll be studying organizational psychology is employee motivation. It is very important that every employer should motivate employee, and it is a win-win situation. So it will be benefited to employee and employer also. So it is very essential to study about motivation in organization in order to improve the efficiency and productivity of the employee. So that can be done by non-monetary benefits and also monetary benefits. Non-monetary means it comes under recognition, appreciation, challenging work. So it will be based on internal feeling of the employee. And monetary benefit, that is related to monetary benefit, that money value, it has a money value. We can tell example of salary, bonus, incentives, compensation, employee benefits. So there will be so many forms of compensation in order to motivate employees. And we have positive motivation, negative motivation. Positive motivation, that includes non-monetary and monetary. And negative motivation, that explains about fine, memo, we can call punishment. So everything will come under negative motivation. So we will be studying in detailed way of theory and what are the benefits, characteristics, non-monetary benefits, monetary benefits. So everything in third unit. So next we are moving to this employee attitude. So attitude is something detail you about the way human being perceive things. So how you perceive things, it depends upon your character. So employee attitude is very much important and it has to be nurtured. So in organization we can have different kinds of people. Some employees, they have positive attitude towards the organization. Some people or some employee, they have negative attitude towards the organization. It may be based on their perception on policy, or it may be based on their perception on company procedure, training, development, and performance appraisal. So everything, so it will guide the employee towards achieving the objectives of the organization. So in the whole organization behavior or organization psychology, that will help to understand human behavior and the them prediction of their behavior in order to achieve the success, and in order to improve uh, productivity of the firm and also employee. So next few more slides will help you to understand work design, group dynamics, and organization culture. So we have almost 5 units. So I have explained some of the four concepts which will be we are going to study in first 3 units. So in next slide we are going to see other 2 units. Okay, so please be there, don't go anywhere. We will be having assignment and quiz also, so you have to answer for that. Okay, thank you.